Okay, so I was originally gonna do Sly Cooper, but I want to do this video first. Don't worry, the Sly Cooper episode will be the next one. Hey, I got a question. Ever heard of the Core Gang? No? Wait, you've never heard of the game? Well, let me explain what it is.
It's a pretty weird history. See, it was supposed to be released on the original Xbox in 2003 or maybe 4, and it got cancelled a ton, and I mean a ton of times. Then it finally got released in 2011 on the Wii by Atari. Yeah, Atari published this game. Weird. I know you think maybe because since this game's really obscure it might be bad, but no. It's surprisingly good. It's not amazing, but it's a really good game. And I'm going to show you in a few more minutes.
So the game begins with an opening cutscene with dated CGI, which is weird because this game came out in 2011, but that's besides the point. So we see the Crank brothers and their evil plan is that they're going to drill a hole up into the earth and then take over the top of the earth because they live in the center and they absolutely despise living there. So now we see Pixie climbing up a building with no parental supervision. This isn't going to end well, is it?
Nice job, Pixie.
Nah, she's alive. She just fell into the sewers and found a lab. Totally normal. Whoa! Pixie controls in the core suit really good. I don't know how to describe it, it just controls good. She's even got this neat little grappling move. Now we encounter Mad Boy, and he's looking to fight a giant beast, and then Pixie and Mad Boy gets eaten by it. After some platforming, we find Mad Boy, and after Mad Boy jumps into the core suit, this thing becomes a death trap. How Mad Boy got here is that Mad Boy and his dog Rex were walking around in the subway, then they got lost in the sewers, and then a creature shoot Mad Boy in the back, or spit out of the creature's stomach, and then Mad Boy says this.
Phew! Yeah, cool! We're out again.
In the next level, we need to hit 4 switches, and that's pretty much it. The next world, while being very similar to the first one, I found a lot more enjoyable. It's got a really nice grass theme to it, which I do like.
Now, I recommend you will buy the game, save this video to the watch list, or watch later list, I forgot what it was called, and then play through the game up to that point, and beat it, and then watch this video again. Because this is a major spoiler that is just, I don't want you to know everything about this game before you go into it, because this moment is really something else.
Hey, come here. We won't hurt you, I promise.
Hey, what's up?
We saw Gorgle eat you, right? Yeah, nobody has ever survived a challenge against Gorgle.
Yeah, we're heroes.
Really?
No. What's that hat about?
It's a Weeba hat. Brothers. Weeba, Weeba, we are the underground resistance. We fight for freedom. You fight, we Weebas, all over and around. Morpar is Weeba's leader.
He watches over all, and he knows who is bad and who is good.
So be good for goodness sake. Weeba, go Morpar's way and be a Weeba. Anyone with this hat on, you can be certain to trust.
far as your leader?
The reason, we called you over here was to ask.
I'll just make this a rule throughout this review for now on. If a musical number happens, I'll just show the entirety of it. At the end of the stage, we get a cutscene. The Weebas talk about how they've supposedly found the quote-unquote one. Usually I would just skip over the next level, but this is the place where the first boss fight takes place. Really get a feel for how most of the boss fights in this game are gonna go. This boss fight especially is boring and boring and boring. Before the next level starts, we get a cutscene where the Crank brothers are talking about how the suit we're wearing is from Dr. Samuelson. The only reason I'm not mentioned Dr. Samuelson yet is because of his voice. Just listen to it.
Invasion? Schedules? No, you can't do that.
Hello.
The Crank Brothers are invading! The Crank Brothers! No more fried chicken, no more shaggy poodles. Oh, how I love the shaggy poodles. And just forget it all!
Okay, calm down. You know about this suit.
The backup suit! You must help me. I'm in prison down here. It's kind of stinky, and they've got schedules.
I can help you. But first, you need to teach me about this suit.
It's a very simple machine to use. You just... Why, hello again.
My name's Pixie. What's yours?
I'm Dr. Samuelson. Dr. Oond, one of the Crank brothers, keeps me locked up in the high-security prison. Try to get here as fast as a greased weasel. We don't have much time. The machine you see here is the Crank tank. The Crank brothers built it. It's a ship that can cut through rock like a hot knife through lard. Be careful. There are many strange and dangerous creatures lurking inside. Oh, you're still alive? Oh, what a relief! Fetch the boy and try climbing up the monster's throat. The other way out would be a little, stinky, yeah. Now you need to climb up the throat. Try beating up the tongue. I analyzed the electric fence in front of the door. It can be switched off by pressing several red buttons located around the arena. To go. To get to the prison where I'm held, you need to make your way through the villages. Look for a big flying fish. They can transport you from one village to the next.
The next level is a sort of collectathon level where we need to give free metal bananas for Joe, which is a half taxi, half monkey. The first metal banana is at the right beginning of the stage. A Weeba is stuck here because it might leak water, so we have to go put where the leak is in the water, put a little thing there, and then the Weeba gives us a metal banana. We have to destroy these things made by the Crank brothers, and they say some interesting things.
Humans act irrational. Hello. Humans act irrational. And without reason. Humans hate their own children. Humans hate you. So join the invasion. Either you are with us or you are with them.
We also have to do this little mini game where we need to shoot up things, and it's okay. I would have probably hated more, but it's pretty short. So finally, we get all the metal bananas, we give them to Joe, which is the half taxi, half monkey thing, and now we go off to the next level. In this stage, in order to progress to the next level, we need to chase down the key man. I like the level. Once again, a really good platforming level, so it's the typical core gang. But we have our second boss fight here, so I'll talk about it. But first, let me show the musical numbers, because it has 3 in total.
Who are you?
I'm...
Quiet! What's that you're wearing? It's a steel-plated, ability-enhancing core suit, and it works! Give it to me!
No way.
Yes way! Gimme!
Back off, buddy. It's ours, okay?
Well, you obviously don't know who you're dealing with.
A little green man with a big head. Just look at the size of it. Man, it's unbelievable.
Well, yes, but I'm more than that. Worthless peasant. I'm Hunter Butter, the evil! I will show you! I am Hunter Bunter, the king of guns. Everything I want belongs to me. I've got the vast collection that range from laser guns to monster weapons that destroy the world. Like this one, a liquid cooled and silence short-range gun. The automatic trigger is safety-free. Its telescoping interface connects with my bionic eye, and it makes sure I'll never miss. He won't miss. He will never miss. You worthless piece of crap! A six-pack missile launcher with auto-aim. Velocity and speed makes the rockets rock. The laser-guided mechanism and auto-homing target pack make sure the missiles never miss. Not this time! He will never miss! With these guns! A super automatic wide-range gun spits the multi-cluster bombs around. Its diamond sharpened razor shrapnel cuts the target just like butter. Reassures that instant death. Instant death. Now it's time to die.
The boss fight has a total of 3 phases. I'm not going to go in depth on them all because they don't really have anything to talk about, but if you want to know my opinions on the second boss, I think it's a slight improvement from the first one, but it's still pretty not good. So we beat the boss, get the key, and now we're on to the next world. Out of them all, this one's my favorite world. I just love the aesthetics of this world. Also, the music's pretty good. In this stage, we get our last playable character, Rex the dog. How Rex got into the cage is that he smelled, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'll just let Mad Boy pronounce it.
He smelled an olive and blue cheese sausage. His favorite. But for some stupid reason, they put him in prison. End of story.
Mad boy, I'm allergic to dogs.
Well, Pixie, it looks like you're dead. And the first thing I want to mention is how fast Rex the dog goes. Rex can also sniff this weird purple thing and follow it to get an item. It's very useful for the later game where you're just collecting a lot of items. We also have this door puzzle, which from the footage I think you can just tell what kind of puzzle it is. But I'll show you every single time you do this puzzle in this game. Okay, I think I'll stop there, but you get my point. We also have another new mechanic where Rex just listens to radio and it comes out the Wiimote. I don't really get it. So we find Dr. Samuelson and he explains to us why he's been in the center of the earth for so long, and honestly, I think he can explain it better.
I think I better take it from the beginning. For ages, my two companions and I explored the far corners of the globe. And a couple of years ago, we decided it was time to travel to the center of the Earth. Taking with us the same kind of ability-enhancing suit you're wearing, we set off into the Earth. After weeks of arduous and exhausting exploration, we had found nothing. We were about to give up, but then we discovered a civilization inside our own planet. Who could have imagined? Now like all civilizations, there are good citizens and there are bad citizens. Of course, we met up with the worst of them, the evil Crank brothers. They captured and imprisoned us.
What happened to your two companions?
I think they managed to escape. Anyway, those little Crank brothers forced me to take them and this enormous drill vessel up to our world. Now, we're just beneath the surface, inches away from the invasion. And they have a secret weapon they plan to use.
We gotta stop them.
But first we have to get out of here and warn everyone.
Cool!
Okay, youngsters, out of the way. Cover me.
Cool. Stop! Where do you think you're taking my prisoner?
We're setting him free.
Oh, really? Prepare for a painful death!
I'll be waiting outside if you need me.
This is literally the worst boss fight of the game. It's not even worth mentioning. We are saved by Joe after fighting that boss fight. Dr. Samuelson now wants to show us to his lab, but something happened.
To the crank tank! It's going up!
Pixie, get back in!
In our next stage, we need to collect free items for this balloon guy so he can fly us to the next level. I also want to mention how weird his voice is.
Pixie, and this is Mad Boy and Rex.
You can shoot me, but you can't keep me down. Inflatable! Ivan the Inflatable! And if you hook me up with some help, I'll show you some body ball moves other just dream of.
So, Ivan, if we help you, can you help us get out of here?
What does a brother have to do to get a taste of gum?
Gum?
Gum to patch my injuries. And as you probably already smelled, I use nothing but the long-lasting flavor of Crank Brothers Sticky Gum. Just chew it.
So, you'll help us out of here if we patch you with a stick of Crank Super Stinky Gum?
Oh, you know that's right.
Okay, Rex. Find us some stinky gum.
After another platforming stage, we see this guy and he basically tells us how he used the Zeeks. Oh wait, I forgot to mention the Zeeks. The Zeeks are like the little coins and rings of this game. If you collect them all, you'll get this coin thing and it's for 100% completion. I don't really care, even if this game is really good. I've learned my lesson from 100% completing a game from Psychonauts.
Tell. Researched on energy I did. Zeke energy. I build machine with mind. It change Zeke into any kind of Zeke. Now problem. Evil Crank brothers want to invade, so steal my machine they did. Filled with most evil thoughts. They create the Zookalizer. This make nice cute Zeke to evil. Zook take energy. One touch and you hurt. Now, many Weebas fail to stop Cranks. But you are many working as one.
Oh, so that's what you meant. We're the one to stop all this.
Cool, but how do we stop them?
I develop antidote, the Zeekalizer.
Yeah, we take the good Zeekalizer and destroy the evil Zookalizer.
Sorry, Zeekalizer not ready. You must collect one good thought from each Crank brother. You must make Cranks good, just for a second, and collect Zeke.
Okay, collect 3 good thoughts from the evil Crank brothers.
Many, many Zeke.
Morfar, can you help us get out of here?
Yes, my engineers have made a bridge. Go to him, and he will help you.
Cool, thanks a bunch.
Now go, not much time.
We have to do a few more platforming levels, and honestly, the platforming levels here are still fun, but they don't really have anything to talk about. Even the boss fights, but this one moment at the last one of them is interesting to say the least.
What happened?
Mine! Mine! Mine!
No, stop it!
me the hands, my you son of a I'm no good! Read my lips! I'm not good! I'm evil! You hear? I'm evil! Stupid! This is just so unfair, you
Hunter Bunter!
What?
Thanks. Thanks for the candy. That's really sweet of you.
Oh, really? Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, the Zekalizer's ready.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Again.
With the Zekalizer, we can stop your plans and destroy your Zookalizer with our Zekalizer. Get it?
What? That will never happen!
So here we are in the final level, and honestly, in my opinion, it's the best level of the game. Wish I could say the same thing about the final boss. Where do I begin? Oh, the fact that there's no music? Or the fact if you die in this really long boss fight, it sets you all the way back to the beginning? After this mediocre boss fight, we destroyed the crank tank, and for the credit sequence, we get another one of those where they are now, and since this game will never get a sequel, at least I think it would never, this is good.
Brothers were finally defeated and the world was saved. The Cranks were captured and sentenced to 1 billion years of community service. I think they're currently picking trash somewhere in northern Mongolia. The giant crank tank was bought by Bill Gates. He said this would finally make him look cool. Anyway, after finding out the tank wasn't Vista compatible, he gave it back to the city of New York, who turned it into a giant hot dog stand. Pixie went on to perfectionize her ballerin jitsu skills. Today, she's running the School of Ballerin Jitsu in L.A. And that little Mod Rex, well, he liked the core suit so much he ran off with it. He then became Rex, the Dog of Steel, a professional crime fighter. And Mad Boy, he went home to drink chocolate milk, eat cookies, read comic books, and pick his, well, anyway, myself, I was finally reunited with my brother Morfar, working together in our secret underground lab and bringing together the knowledge and wisdoms of both the overworld and the underworld. We were able to develop some groundbreaking inventions, well, such as this interstellar onion soup generator. A miracle of technology. Well, here, let me show you how it works. First, you take an ordinary onion. An onion found from the south of France is best, I find.
So that was the Core Gang, and honestly, this game is really good. I just can't think of anything negative to say about it. It's just a really good platformer. If you're a fan of many 3D platformers from the early 2000s, and if you're looking for one like that on the Wii, this is a definite recommendation. Anyways, my name is denm, and thank you for watching this video.